Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this. Today, I would like to ask, what is it you are seeking in life? What is it you are after? What is it you want? Are you after something for yourself? Are you after something to give unto the world? Do you expect something when you give? I feel that, I'm not saying this a lot, the universe itself is, and scientists will back me up on this, it's actually scientific, that the universe itself is infinite and always expanding outwards. And my own personal theory is it will expand outwards to a certain point and then start coming back on itself until it goes like this and then expands out again. Kind of how life works, but that's not a topic for today. Infinite and ever expanding universe. Everything within that infinite and ever expanding universe is also within it infinite and ever expanding, which includes yourself, includes us, includes everyone. Includes our emotions, includes what we maybe seek, includes what we maybe desire, what we may be consuming. Now, how often are you thinking about consuming, taking, getting, wanting something for you, compared to how often are you looking to give without any expectation to get anything back? What I find is when you approach a situation with a sense of giving, without any expectation, things will just come back to you. Maybe not from that particular source, but things will come back. And it's quite, for me, it's quite liberating, it's quite uplifting to just be able to give. I get a really good sense when I'm giving. And it's kind of like thinking about when we are giving, how are we applying that to ourselves? How often do we give to ourselves? How often do we give time to allow ourselves to kind of move away? Not move away, but kind of just recover from the daily barrage we get from life. We think we've got work, we've got friends, we've got social media, we've got things like this right now, kind of constantly, not attacking us, we're constantly, going into our psyche, going into our minds, going into who we are, if we choose to take them on. They say, how often do we just give ourselves a chance to breathe, move away from the chaos, go within, and ask ourselves how we are. How are we serving ourselves for a start? Because if we can't serve ourselves, how can we serve others? I say you do that any way you choose. My kind of first thing is, say, meditation, gym, music, kind of these videos to a point, and writing, kind of just penciling down, noting down your thoughts, drawing, whatever gets you creative and away from the chaos of life and allows you to start developing oneself. These are the things that are going to allow you to open up yourselves and kind of work on and start piecing together why you are here and what you are seeking. Really, what I feel we're all seeking is that unconditional love of all that exists. But we've got to start with ourselves. If we can't unconditionally love ourselves for who we are, how can we expect to see the love, the beauty, the brilliance that is within the world and within us? Because anything we're seeing out there is also in here. We just don't always believe it. So it comes in, especially sort of if we've been hurt and we hold on to our pain. We've been hurt, we feel love, we feel beauty, but we don't feel it's within. So then we project it out and we see other things that are beautiful, other things that are lovely, other things that are abundant. And then look, why haven't we got that? Why can't we have that? We have. We just have to accept it and allow ourselves. Now, if you are going through a darker place right now, and we've all been there, just a little experience I want to sort of mention. It's actually about when I went to a Status Quo concert with my dad. Now, it was probably one of the it was probably the best sort of rock concert I've been to. It was quite a small venue, it was in Croydon. The acoustics were outstanding. Yet when it kind of came on the lift to lift everyone up, I felt it, but I didn't go with it. I spent the entire 2 hours like this. inside I was really enjoying it. This is brilliant. But I was not allowing that expression to come out. And it's a big regret of mine, because I've been to a couple of Status Quo concerts since. I've been to an outdoor one, I've been to one at Wembley, and as good as they were, it didn't match that. And it kind of made me think, taking the moment, allow the moment to take you up and just be. I was thinking too much about, it's fantastic and all, but what were these people that are dancing around like they're enjoying themselves? What would they think of me? I'll stay here and be like, I quit to my dad, kept looking at me going, man, just kept enjoying himself. Even on the journey home, I can remember that sense of, someone give me some attention, please. Look how depressed I am. But what I'm starting to realise now is, in those moments where we feel that sense of lowness, depression, and just passing clouds, I don't want to, like I say, I don't want to dismiss it for people that are going through it now and watching this, because I can assure you, I've been through some low times myself. So I've never been suicidal, but I have gone to bed hoping I don't wake up. Just because I'd be on such highs, and then out of nowhere, boom. The only thing that got me through the lows is knowing that there was a high coming, because I was flip-flopped. Now I'm realising what they are. If you think about the caterpillar in a cocoon to a butterfly, you think about the clouds in the sky. But let's stick with the caterpillar one actually for now. A caterpillar goes into the darkness to become beautiful, and then fly off and be what it was there to be. What I realise is those darker stages are there to show us when there is something out of balance, but they're also there to develop us. The high times and the uplifting positive times are there to show us that we are progressing. But without those kind of, we associate them with negative, bad, dark feelings. But once again, that's the attachment we put on them. What I'm finding, if we just accept that, okay, we're going down this slower thing, there might be something about out of balance. I mean, I'm realising it a lot sooner now. Just so, for example, yesterday, I realised the food choice I was making and the way I was eating, I wasn't grateful for it. I was just rah, 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 and then took a step back and go, this isn't where I want to be. So if you do feel, just kind of see, if there's something out of balance, why am I feeling pain? Pain is the body's way of letting us know there's something not right. And I say, the good, positive, uplifting feelings are there to let us know, we are on the right path. So it's about tackling them, and sometimes it's as simple as just allowing someone to open up and listen. On that subject, anyone who's thinking of getting sort of started, but is a little bit, I'm not sure how I'm going to be, I don't know if I want to be on camera, I'd say things. What I'm going to do at the end of this video is link a small short playlist of the videos I was doing last year. There's about 4, and the phrase "deer caught in the headlights" comes to mind, especially on that second video. When I said, I go, hello, kind of like, I watched it yesterday again, and yeah, have a look, and then there should be a link at the end of one of them to one of my more later videos, just to kind of show the difference a year can make compared to, I was more kind of rigid. And so if you're thinking of getting started, just get started. You don't have to post it on YouTube like I've done, but watch yourself back and see what you think. This one is getting on a bit, so I think I'll end it there. Just to sum up, what is it you're seeking? Seek love, seek abundance, seek gratitude. Love, gratitude and abundance. Focus on those, and you'll be surprised what comes back to you. Apply these things to yourself first, because if you're not applying them to yourself, you can't then go out and express it into the world. And just use that little analogy. Think about a caterpillar changing into a butterfly, and it has got to go through the darkness to develop itself. And give these videos a watch, not because I think they're great, because I think it will give you a bloody good laugh for how wooden and rigid I was, and just to show that getting started, and as you're doing more stuff, you will progress, because as you're doing it and developing yourself, you start realising, hang on a minute, I can do this better, I can do this better. But without getting started, we don't know how great we really are. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your feedback. So please feel free to comment, like and subscribe. The button here should be up here to subscribe. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.